coffee in my cup, sun just peeking through, TV glowing in the kitchen like it always do.
Cheryl's laughing first, Jeremy's got that grin, Ryan's talking ports and plans, Ricky's reeling us in.
Go live together, start the day, sailing off while we still stay. They paint that water white and blue from my small town living room view. Go live together, rise and shine, talking trips that feel like mine. From cruise dreams to travel weather, I feel the world when we go live together. There's swapping little secrets on packing light, packing smart. Which deck has the quiet spots where the late night stories start?
Scott's breaking all the tech news with that Scotty J screen star shine. I'm taking notes on napkins while my eggs get cold on the side.
Go live together, start the day, sailing off while we still stay. They paint that water white and blue from my small town living room view. Go live together, rise and shine, talking trips that feel like mine. From cruise dreams to travel weather, I feel the world when we go live together. One day I'll book that cabin bag by the door, heart on my sleeve. Oh yeah. Till then I'll keep on cruising through that YouTube show make believe.
Go live together, start the day,
Sailing off while we still stay. They paint that water white and blue from my small town living room view. Go live together, don't let go. You're my map and my talk show road. From cruise news to travel chatter, you bring us all on board. We go live together.
Well, good morning and welcome in. And did I have an eventful night last night after I've taken pain medicine? So if I say something wrong, I had to take some pain medicine this morning too. And Jeremy was going to let me miss the show, but I had a lot to say. But sometimes I might not be able to remember what I have to say. Well, the fam Ron lost power last night. So I didn't get to watch him, but I did watch Antoinette at Fun. I watched her, and I like watching her show because she's so, so interesting. I love it. And then who else did I watch? We turned over and watched something else, somebody else. I can't remember. But I remember those two. Then let me tell you something else. It is the drugs' fault. I tell you, I had drugs in the middle of the night, and about 5:30 or 6 this morning. Normally, I don't have anything before 6 o'clock because I take the real deal at 9:40. But man, I've been screaming. If you see me pick up this yellow thing, that means I'm in pain, and I'm in pain. I'm going to be squeezing it to death today. I'm not going down no rabbit hole with you today, Zach. You can't make me. But then we're at an interesting place. Fortunately for me, I got to see one of these reenactment things years back. I got to see that. Oh, let me tell y'all before I hand it over to Scott. Let me tell you something. I am so proud, and I keep saying this. Jay Jordan is on his third. I'm following. I'm lurking. I'm stalking him. His third cruise, you guys. And let me tell you, to see the excitement in his face when he's going live. He's going live. He's not missing his walking session that he does on land because he's walking around the ship. He's having breakfast with Pitt's Life. I tell you, it's a joy when you see somebody that's not in the cruising community get hooked on cruising, and they enjoy the cruising experience, the port experience. You know, he's all ready with the backpack on, ready to go to port. I mean, that does a body good. I don't know what commercial that's from. I don't know. Does a body good. I don't know. Maybe milk. I don't know. But we're not going to talk about it.
Cruise experiences, you are like, you are just so overwhelmed with like joy and excitement, and and you're like, wow, this is just so amazing, right? Like my first cruise, I as soon as I got off that ship, I went straight home and booked it again for only a month later, but for my mom and my sister, and I brought them along. Right. And I said, I just went on this most amazing thing. They were like, you just went on a cruise or something. I was like, yeah. And they were like, and you really liked it that much? I was like, I loved it. And you guys are going to love it too. And we're going again in a month. And of course they loved it too. Right. So, but I agree that when you were talking about it yesterday, I thought to myself, that really, for us, that really brings out a lot of nostalgia, right? Because you just think back then. It's been so long for us, right? It's so hard for us to remember, or maybe, connect with that,
right.
That excitement, that feeling of when you first went on the cruises and stuff, and you were just so excited about all of it, right? And now, people stay on the ship in Nassau.
But Nassau has changed, though. Nassau is changing, and it's changed for what I hear. We're going back sometime or another because I love Nassau. I think that's the best port. Well, one of the best ports. But I get excited. But I'm gonna tell you about my first experience, Scott. Wait, my first experience was with my sisters right after my dad passed, and he said, "I want you all to vacation together." Well, see, my sisters were cruisers, so we went on a cruise, and I saw the Dream. We went out of Galveston. I saw the Dream. This was years ago. That lets you know how long the Dream has been in Galveston. It was time for it to change. We got on that ship, and I said to myself, I didn't say it out loud because I didn't want nobody to think I was scared. How is that ship gonna stay afloat? So what I did when I got off the ship, I read about how ships stay on the water. That's what I did. That's what I did. That's what I did when I got off. Couldn't tell anybody about it, but I told Wendy, I want you to go on a cruise with me. And from that point on, my daughter and I went on cruises, But it's looking at people with that Because he still got it. He still got that look. He's got the look.
Yep. That glow about him, like, oh,
yeah.
I just found the most amazing thing, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I mean, I remember getting out of the taxi at Port Canaveral and looking up at the sovereign of the seas, right? And thinking, wow, right? That's so much bigger, than the ship that I used to see in the Kathy Lee commercials, right? And, and it was, right, compared to those, right? But I mean, I just remember just thinking that it was the biggest, most amazing thing. So.
Right.
Yeah.
I was going to say Paradise was our first one, and the same thing. Get off the bus. We flew to Miami, asking, where do I go? Where do I go? Is there going to be someone that'll tell me where I'm supposed to go? And then, getting off the bus and seeing it. I still remember the first cruise awe.
It's like your first time ever, having relations. You remember that.
Hey, who's this stranger that is popping in at the bottom here?
Let me holler at you.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Good mornings, everybody. How is everybody?
We're doing good, and you must be going to the other location.
Actually, I'm headed to the main office. I had to stop at the other location to make sure something works for the day. I gotta go back this afternoon, but I'm headed to the main office now.
Oh,
be honest, you were there to whip them in shape because they're failing in their performance once you left.
Oh, not quite. The team was pretty good. The team was pretty good. We had a software upgrade. We just had make sure. I want to make sure that it worked at our remote location. That's all.
Oh, okay.
I was thinking the master watcher had to go and show him how watching is done.
Yeah. And how not to get peed on.
Darn. Oh man, the cruise and travel discussion today. We talking about first time on a cruise ship.
Yes. Yep. What do you mean? Because I know you've been everywhere. You're like Scott.
Sure.
He's been over. Well, Scott hasn't been overseas, but you've been overseas.
Yes. Yeah. I remember my very first cruise. My very first cruise wasn't actually on actual. It was one of those cruises that give you when you do like a presentation and stuff.
Right.
Yeah. It wasn't an actual cruise line, but it was a cruise. It was out of. Was it out of Orlando? It was out of Orlando. It was out of Orlando. I believe.
Port Canaveral.
Yeah, that one, sure. But I vaguely remember it. But the crazy thing is, we turned around and we did my actual first cruise on a major cruise line was Norwegian. It was on the NCL Sky. And I freaking loved it. On my very first cruise, I got seasick very badly, very, very badly. But Norwegian, I was just fine. And I never been seasick since. I've been hungover. I've been totally wasted, but not seasick. So,
and Jeremy, what was your favorite? What was your first? We're not talking about me. What was your favorite?
Oh, wow. Got him. Boy, they're going that low key. They're going that low key throwing under the bus stuff.
My first cruise was with you, and it was on the Carnival Breeze out of Galveston, September 4th, 2001. No, 2021. 2021, right after the
restart.
Right after the restart. We were scheduled before COVID, but they had to cancel. So they busted it down to 2 cruises. I got 2 cruises for the price of 1, is what it was. We were scheduled on a 7-day Vista cruise, and then we broke it down to 2 Breeze cruises, 1 5-day, 1 4-day. And I enjoyed both of them.
That post-COVID cruise was like the closest I felt to being bougie, because we had booked a graduation cruise for Desi and Mason. And it was going to be like on the horizon, right when the horizon came out, or near after that. But anyway, we all know what happened with COVID. It was a summer cruise, so already we're in premium, costs for a summer cruise. But between the constant cancellations and then Carnival saying, hey, as long as you keep it on the books and we just lift and shift it, we'll give you all this onboard credit.
Yes.
So between all that,
oh my God, that was a beautiful thing.
Yep. And then not only the onboard credit, but I always book the rate where you can then price match lower prices. And so between all of the price matching, they still honored post-COVID when they were just gutting the prices to get people to start cruising again, plus the onboard credit. I think we had close to $3,000 in onboard credit for the Mardi Gras. And we were the third sailing of the Mardi Gras at 50% capacity.
Oh my gosh.
And so that's how Mel and I got 2-hour-long couple massages. We got the cabana on Loft 19 for the entire day. We had all the premium, steakhouses and Japanese steakhouses and basically everything we did not have to pay for. It was almost like we had an all-inclusive package because of all the credit we had. We didn't have to spend a dime. And we were actually looking for things to spend near the end of the cruise because we still had onboard credit that we needed. So we got pictures and just that's how we ended up at Loft 19 on the last sea day, is because we still had several $100s. And it was like, at that time, I think it was $500 for the day, for the sea day for Loft 19. And so we were like, yeah, let's do it. But yeah.
All in.
So.
Yeah, see, I couldn't take advantage of that stuff because, clients were taking advantage of getting all the onboard credit. But I was being offered balconies for $50 all in, right? Like $50, nothing else. Interiors were like $5 or $10 for a whole 7-day cruise.
Wow.
So and they just kept giving them, like they were there every single day for months. And I was just you know what? Like I'm not. That would be like having an opportunity to buy Apple stock at like $5 and saying no. Right. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way, right? Like, I'm going to jump on every single ship I can until the $50 balconies end, right? So,
right.
And that's honestly, that's how I became Diamond in 16 months on Royal Caribbean.
Yeah.
Because number one, we were trying to get CJ and Christine to go with us on the Mardi Gras, but they are cruise snobs, and I am now a cruise snob. And they were like, we're not getting on a Carnival ship. If you want to go cruise with us, you need to come to Royal Caribbean. And so we were looking around.
Wow.
And as we were booking it, there was this little freaking fine print at the bottom that said, hey, if you book now, and this was in 2021, it's like if you book between January 1st and December 31st of 2021, and you sail before December 31st of 2022, we will double your loyalty points. And so we were getting junior suites at the cost of regular balconies. And so what we did was we still had some cash stockpile since we hadn't been able to cruise for a while and our vacation fund built up. We went through and booked like 7 or 8 Royal Caribbean cruises all within that window, all sailing before the 2021. And yes, leaving on December 30th, 2022, still qualified for the entire sailing, getting the double points, because we took a 9-day New Year's cruise. That was the last one that we booked within that window. But that's how we ended up becoming Diamond so quickly, is getting the double points. So we were getting 4 points per night for a junior suite and above, and 2 points per night for regular balconies down. So, but those don't come around too often. And yeah, it's always luck of the draw. Normally we're not in a position to be able to take advantage of it, but at that time we actually were.
There's a lot of people who've been on a lot of cruises. Controversy's been on a lot of
Yeah.
cruises. Will G been on a lot of cruises.
I mean, I had been on a lot of cruises before COVID, right? And then, of course, you know, when I was getting offered some cheap cruises on Carnival, I was jumping on those, right? I think that's probably how I got platinum on Carnival.
Yeah.
But
Sure.
See, I have 33 past cruises, and then we've got 2 more, and I'm about to book another one probably today or tomorrow. For Mel's birthday, we decided we're doing another short 5-day, I think is what it is, on the Islander, Margaritaville at Sea. Since next year we've got the big Princess Cruise in September, we're just looking for a little shorty. I think for just over $1,000, including gratuities, we can get a window on the Margaritaville and do the run again from Tampa to Progresso to Cozumel back to Tampa.
Okay.
So if anybody wants to go, I'll confirm, and it'll be on Shipmate. But I think that's what we're going to do for Mel's birthday. It's only her 49th, and on her 50th, she wants to do a Virgin as well. So we're definitely do a Virgin March of 28. We will definitely be doing a Virgin cruise for her birthday.
She said he said she wants to do a Virgin.
Wow.
Yes, you did get to
This is not the night show. How many times we got to tell both you and Chris? She talking about remembering a cruise like it's your first relation. You talking about my wife wanting to get on a Virgin.
Just take it. You said it.
Yeah. And guess what? Ryan says the food and Mel, the food on Virgin is awesome.
God. I cannot stop talking about it. The only way I can like try to get across, think of the best meal you've had in a specialty restaurant. If you've eaten in a specialty restaurant, think of the best meal you've had at a specialty restaurant. Every food venue was like that. No matter if it was the buffet food cart or one of the sit-down restaurants, and it's all included in your fare. So you don't have to pocket extra. But I mean, like, everything was on that level.
All right, Ryan. I'm putting you on the spot. Virgin's at the top of the list, right?
Yes.
All right. Number 2 and number 3 is who?
Number 2. Well, of the ships that I have cruised, or the lines I have cruised, number 2 would probably be Royal Caribbean.
Okay.
And number 3, man, I mean, I definitely not MSC. I did not have a good experience on the World America. Just the nickel and diming. I mean, the ship itself was beautiful, but the food was more inconsistent than Carnival. But I've only been on one, so I don't. And you know, technically, Virgin I've only been on one, but it was such an amazing experience. It kind of jaded me. So I guess I would have to take another one to make sure that it wasn't just a one-time fluke, because we all know those can happen. Just like one-time horrible cruises changes someone's mind. So I guess it's kind of I'm my own hypocrite, because the one experience on World America has me not liking MSC too much. But the ones that I frequented, I still say Virgin number 1, Royal number 2, and probably Carnival still number 3. Although I'm displeased with their whole loyalty, debacle.
Of course.
When we were back on the Vista, other than the food in the main dining room being inconsistent, the specialty restaurants were delicious. The ship itself kind of felt like the old Carnival in my mind, as far as the different activities and a wider spectrum of music that we enjoyed, versus, not saying the music's bad, but it's just not my cup of tea what they've been playing. All the modern day, like everything that sounds like R&B hip hop basically is what almost everything today sounds like. And I've never just been a fan of that genre. But that's just my personal music taste. Like I said,
absolutely. Totally get it.
But then again, I've only been on Margaritaville once, which is why we do want to go it again. But I like that feel too, because that even felt like older school, like early 90s cruise travel. Where it has its advantages, there's freaking nothing to do. So you just like sit back and relax. And the 5-day cruise felt like 7 because it wasn't like I was trying to schedule every minute of the day because there are, too many activities that you want to go see that are all going on at the same time. And what do? I got to go here. And then right after that, and go here and go here, go here, go here. It's just like, hey,
we have time for so many activities.
Exactly. Margaritaville's like the ode to the old school where there's a main performance at the night. There's a couple of live things going on, like music just around the ship for ambient and, an occasional, a trivia or something like that. But it wasn't to the point where you were like running, trying to do 10 things all inside of 3 hours because they were all scheduled back to back.
Okay.
So, what about you, Scott?
I mean, I think it's all relative, right? So because like Ryan had good experience on Virgin, right? I've not sailed Virgin, and I'm not kind of chomping at the bit to do it, but I mean, I might someday, but I'm not doing it, right? I haven't been to like overseas cruises to my wife's, absolute aggravation simply because I don't want to do the flight. Right. So I've had about 1 billion opportunities to go to the Med and stuff. And I don't want to handle the flight. Like my wife was just saying to me the other day, I'm sending one of my clients on this cruise that goes from Seattle to Alaska to Japan. Right. And it's on Carnival and it's cheap. Right. And relatively speaking, cheap. Right. It's 18-day cruise. Right. My wife's like, let's do that. And I was like, I can't fly home from Tokyo. Like, I can't fly home from Japan. I can't do that. Right. Like, I just can't. I'll blow the emergency exit on the plane at 33,000 feet and kill everybody because I'll go out of my mind on that plane that long. Right.
My wife is wondering what you're going to do.
Yeah. So it's like, I can't do it. Right. So that's my biggest problem. Right. But so like I had heard a lot of people went on Virgin cruises and hated the food, right? But again, like it just comes back to it's all relative. Yep. I have always been loyal to Royal. The cruise that I met Ryan and Mel and Christine and CJ on was the Wonder of the Seas. Mm-hmm. And we went all out and bought the whole shebang dining package. Went to every single specialty dining on that, and it was awful. I mean, it was literally awful, right? I mean, our best specialty dining experience was the classic, which was Chops, right? Chops was the food was consistent. Now, with all of that said, so far, fingers crossed, the most consistent food that I have had across multiple ships, multiple sailings, but the same cruise line with not only variety, but quality of the food, really good presentation. Like unlike MSC, my lobster tail did not come with, I usually when I'm doing lobster on a cruise ship, I try to do like a surf and turf kind of thing, right? Where I get like the prime rib and the lobster tail. And my lobster, unlike MSC, my lobster tail has not ever come with the brown gravy from the steak on my lobster tail. And then, had to call the waiter over, and the waiter looked at me like, well, what's the problem? Right. So, I did not have that. I've not had that kind of problem ever. Right. But again, the most consistent, the most good quality, excellent quality has been Norwegian Cruise Lines.
Yay!
Yeah. See, that's why I haven't brought Norwegian or Princess into my consideration because I've only had the travel agent meal, once here or there. So I don't want to make a decision on the line until I experience a full sailing to at least get an initial. So I'll have feedback after October 31st.
Okay, Jeremy.
Sure.
I took my wife on her first NCL cruise this past February. Could never get her on NCL before. Took her on that. Sprung for like the plus package so that we had like the extra specialty dining and stuff. So we had 3 specialty dining included in the unlimited Starbucks and stuff like that. Being the cruise snob that she is. And now that's going to be an absolute on every cruise we go on, right? Like we have to have the plus, right? We have to have the plus because she has to have the Starbucks and she has to have the extra. Like we went to that Italian restaurant on Prima. It's called Anna or something like that or whatever. Anyway, just phenomenal, right? Like, I mean, just really super amazing. Now I had not been in that restaurant the last time I was on Prima, but just absolutely incredible, amazing. But even I would say consistently beyond the food on NCL have been my fellow passengers, right? I have not sailed a line. And again, it's all relative. I think a lot of times, depending on the sailing and where the ship's leaving from and just, the planets aligning and everything else, right? But consistently, I have sailed with some of the best cruisers, on NCL as well, like just really no incidences and everybody just really respectful and well behaved and, and just everything, just a really great all around cruise experience, which is why we bought a crap ton of cruise credits when we were on Prima. We're booked on the Norwegian Luna in November, and I'm Aqua is up here in New York now doing Bermuda runs all summer long, and I keep trying to hint to my wife that the Pier 88 is only a short 2-hour train ride. So we'll see what happens. But
okay, what was your good food, Jeremy?
My top food choice is going to be NCL, hands down. NCL is first, Princess is second, MSC is third, and Carnival is absolute dead last. Carnival is absolute dead last. As far as the cruise experience is concerned, I wanted to let people know before we get on 4.0 that you're about to be in for a special treat. Not only is the food top notch, but the cruise experience is too. They don't get in your face and say, here, drink this or buy this drink that I made 30 minutes ago. It's been sweating all over the place. It's got a bunch of melted down ice in it, but still buy this from me because I'm here. You don't get that on NCL, MSC, or Princess. That's all Carnival junk over there. The cruise experience for me was a whole lot better because I cruise for the ship, for the food, for the entertainment. Where we're going, as far as I'm concerned, it's hot. Okay, that's where we're going. We're going somewhere where it's hot. That's it. That's all I care about. Is there going to be full sun when we get there? Is it going to burn me? So I have a different perspective as far as the onboard experience. One thing I loved about Princess is they got you and Hannah out the room. They did it on their own. I didn't have to ask y'all, are we going anywhere? Just all of a sudden, we getting ready to go somewhere. And it was automatic. It had that draw for her to come out of the room and say, let's go walking. Let's go meet people. Let's go do things. MSC did not have that draw. Norwegian did not have that draw. They wanted to be in the room watching movies. But Princess was very special because of that. And also, the thing about Carnival is, you go to party and get drunk. The food is not really at the top of your priority list. And I think they know that. Right. I think they know that. They get good drinks, but terrible food, Now, NCL, their soda package, they fixed the kids' sodas for free. We only bought one soda package, but all 4 of us, Cheryl, the twins, and I all drank for free all week long. Well, not free, but it was about $70 for a soda package. We got to drink for free all week long. And that was on the getaway. So there are certain little things that I like about each little cruise that, it puts it at the top. But as far as food is concerned, NCL, hands down. I still have yet to do Virgin. I really want to go on Virgin and see what it means to truly be all inclusive. To see what it really means to be truly all inclusive, because we pay full price for our drinks anyway. We don't get the drink package.
Inclusive without the bar.
Without the bar. We don't care about the bar. we don't care about the bar because we don't drink, so it's going to be different for everybody. Like we literally do not drink. We may have 4 drinks, and that's if we're at dinner and it's offered to us. We don't go looking for liquor or to go drink unless I go get a beer or something in the middle of the day. That's about it.
And we bring back liquor to the kids, our grown kids.
Yeah.
So
we'll buy liquor, but not, like a $15 drink. I'd rather get 3 bottles of liquor for $55 and drink off of them all year. Because that's what we do here. It's just like your cruise experience is going to be completely different than ours. That's why we keep on doing this, because it's ever changing. My opinion could change next time I get on the Viva. I don't know.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What time is it?
It's not time.
Time to get a belly
that was a
scratch
sharp one. That was
I know.
That came
from
hell.
That's another thing too. I wanted to update everybody. Look for more health journey videos coming to the channel. Look for more of them, because we're going to start that back up again. We thought that the pain management doctor was going to do something, but here we go. We got off the phone with them yesterday, and it's going to be more tests and more waiting.
We had to find on our, they did that for us. They found somebody that was in network. It's just a big mess, in network, out of network. I don't even want to talk about it. But we had to find that yesterday, and they did. Well, we didn't, they did. Today is supposed to rain. Get your weather thing up. It's time for your weather thing. You like that weather projection. The weather, what is it called? The weather screen, or whatever it's called. You like that. You like to do that. Yeah.
Weather in the morning.
Yeah, he likes that weather graphic, man. And then we get a notice from the Weather Channel, the Weather Channel. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Okay, where we're at, it's 80 degrees. It feels like 86. Oh, man. But guess what? We're getting a fan, what do you call a ceiling fan for the ceiling?
Oscillating.
Yeah, but it's in the ceiling, and it's going to be other gazebo thing, and it's going to be going around in a circle. Yeah, we're getting that. We're getting that. We're just waiting for it to come in. Yeah. Okay, go ahead with your weather.
Are you sure, Cheryl? Because you send to order stuff and cancel it. So.
Oh no, I ordered this. I cancel his things. Wait.
I keep my things, but I cancel his things if they're too expensive.
Yeah, that's what I do.
It don't matter the price. It does not matter the price. You just sent my stuff back. The price is no object.
Yeah, and I cancel it. I do.
No, she just didn't want me to have it. It is 80 degrees. It feels like 86 with a high of 93 and a low of 73. Scott, you about to jump on the plane, or what's going on here, man? Let's get it. 93. We could have big fun in the backyard. I'm telling you, you could sit out there like a lizard, and then I'll be over there. I'll be over there cooking some stuff. We could have fun. Anyway, because where Mechanicsburg is, it is 63 degrees with a feels like of 69, a high of 75, and low of 50. Let's talk about it. All right, Ryan, let's see. In Tampa, it is mostly cloudy, 85 right now with a high of 81 and a low of 78. Since Ricky is here, we're going to be looking at San Antonio, which is you're waking up to 78 degrees, feels like 85, high of 92, low of 76. And it looked like it's going to be raining today. So that might cool it down a little bit. Yep. Let's see. If you are sailing out of Galveston today, we're looking at 80 degrees with drizzling and a high of 85, low of 79. Yep, it is flash flooding, raining, and doing all of what Southeast Texas loves to do. So that's what's going on, y'all.
Man, I wish we did have rain. They say it's going to rain 40%, but I don't know. It don't look like it. I'm being distracted.
And I forgot to even open up the show. Good morning, everybody, and welcome into Go Live Together. We are your morning team. I am Jeremy. This is Cheryl. Right here is Ryan. Over there is Scott. And down low is Ricky. Good morning, hashtag Team Replay. If you are here for that reason, first of all, thank you guys so much for coming in to watch the show today. You guys are showing up, and we really appreciate you. Welcome in, hashtag Team Replay. Leave a hashtag Team Replay in the comments section. If you are here for that.
Where is that road construction at?
That's H-Town, man. I recognize that.
Really?
Wait, that looked like Webster. That looked like that was taken in Webster, Texas. And that's exactly what it looked like.
Cool time lapse of road construction in Texas.
Yeah.
And I thought to myself,
how do you get to
you could easily take Texas out of there and put Pennsylvania in there because it's the same here.
Oh, wow.
Right? It's the same here. 2019, 2024 doesn't look like a thing has been.
It hasn't. I'm telling you, the project is going on forever.
75 has been messed up.
And the traffic was 75 so bad Saturday that somebody, I'm just now getting back into Facebook, y'all. So if you see action on my page, first of all, it's probably not me. It is her. I have asked her to do for my channel what she did for Cruising is Fun Anytime. She is now my social media manager. Don't mess with her. And then if I friended you out of nowhere and you've been knowing me for many years, it's her. She friended like 50 people yesterday. And I'm like, I want to be like you, so, hey, take it over, promote me. You know what I mean? So like, if you see a lot of stuff coming out, it's her. It's not me. I promise you. But it is true. It is not a bot that is doing this for me. And no, I have not hired a social media company. So it's her. It's baby doing all this. Thank you, honey. Thank you. If you are here for the live stream, good morning. Thank you so much for coming in. Chat away, ask us questions, and let us know. Still, we do not know most of the chat's first cruise. I asked that question a while ago. What was your first time, and how did it feel? What did you go through? What emotions was you feeling? What did you eat, and where did you go? We want to know in the chat. Anyway, it is time for the cruise news, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get it.
The whole panel had an absolute squirrel moment today.
Really?
Yeah, we did, didn't we? We really did.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's all good. Hurricane season starts today with fewer storms expected for cruisers.
Good.
Sahara Desert, the sandstormy thingy is going to
impact
help us, at least for the next week.
The Saharan dust is coming?
Yeah, that's
so
on the way to us right now, actually.
Oh, my God. I've been in Southeast Texas for a very long time, in Southwest Louisiana. Every time that stuff comes through, terrible. Absolutely terrible. And they say it comes right off of the Gulf. So maybe we'll be able to breathe up here a little bit better in our safe neck of the woods.
Yeah, and she won't be so sick.
Yeah.
Because she has asthma.
Hannah gets sick at the drop of a hat.
Yeah.
At the office, guys. Gotta go. See ya.
See you. Have a good day at work.
Yeah.
As the 2026 Atlantic hurricane season officially gets underway, June 1st, cruise passengers may be getting some welcome news. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration is forecasting a quieter than normal season with fewer storms expected to form between now and November 30th.
Good.
The 2026 Atlantic Hurricane Season Outlook, released May 21st, predicts a below-average season driven largely by the anticipated development of El Nino. NOAA predicts...
You okay? You okay?
When I start talking and I haven't cleared my esophagus, I start burping while talking, and it's crazy. But yeah, I had to do that. NOAA predicts a 55% chance of below normal season, a 35% chance of the near normal season, and
what?
oh, I'm trying to see what y'all laughing at in the chat, but it's distracting me. Hold on, and only a 10% chance of an above normal season. That's good. Scientists expect between 8 and 14 named storms this year. Of course, 3 to 6 are expected to become hurricanes, including 1 to 3 major hurricanes with Category 5 storm winds reaching at least 111 miles per hour. 3 to 6 major Category 5 hurricanes? That don't sound like a quiet season to me, because that would have been 3 to 5 times that we have to evacuate.
So I think the official standing is that we're supposed to have less storms this year, but it seems kind of counter to the fact that of the weather patterns. But
this is crazy,
and I'm glad about that. I am so glad.
We didn't have to go nowhere last year. I was really grateful for last year's season. It was decent, over there in Florida, not so much.
But took our soul.
Beryl
Harvey.
Beryl was the last one that we really wanted to deal with.
Yeah, I was gonna say last year actually in Florida we didn't get a single hurricane that shut us down or even hit us. To what I remember, everything always turned away from us. At least in Tampa, we didn't have anything.
That's funny. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's good. Okay, I'm going to just go ahead and miss the chat because Carnival completes Half Moon Cay transformation with a new pier and amenities. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Half Moon Cay has a pier.
Is that going to be a free?
Okay, but have you seen that pier? Okay, it makes Cozumel, look like it's only a couple of millimeters long. I mean, that pier is super long.
I know. And then look, Disney one, they said the Disney one was so long that I remember major YouTubers talking about this. Is like, look, I'm going to do a real-time walk to find out how long it takes to get from there to the Disney Island. And so that sucker was long. I got to see about this one, though. It says one of the Caribbean's most recognizable private cruise destinations just got its biggest makeover in nearly 3 decades. On June 1st, Carnival Cruise Line celebrated the completion of a series of upgrades at Relaxaway Half Moon Cay with a ribbon cutting that included Carnival Cruise Line President Christine Duffy. The project includes a collection of new amenities, expanded beachfront space, and upgraded transportation infrastructure at the private Bahamian destination, which has been a fixture on Carnival itineraries for years. Among the most significant additions is a new pier ending one of the destination's long-standing challenges. Until now, some guests arriving at Half Moon Cay were required to tender ashore. The new facility will allow ships to dock directly, significantly increasing the number and type of vessels being able to visit the island. The pier also opens the destination of Carnival Cruise Line's Excel class ships, including Mardi Gras, Carnival Celebration, and Carnival Jubilee. Those vessels have been unable to call regularly because of tendering limitations. Visitors will also find a broader range of beach amenities, including new complimentary loungers and umbrellas, as well as the cabanas and daybeds for guests looking for more private residence. And I'm sitting here looking at the pier. That's a far ways off right here. That's crazy. If you want to see it, you can catch the story at Cruise Hive.
Hey, can I ask you a question? Anybody on the panel? What button do I push to make myself be a circle?
You want to be a circle?
Well, the reason I say that is I've been having a lot of shooting pain, and I don't want to do it on camera.
Oh, not like that. You want to, okay, so you would turn your camera button off. Push Escape or ESC on the upper left-hand corner of the computer. No, don't click anything on the keyboard. Look down on the keyboard, upper left-hand corner, ESC. Push that button.
Okay, I think I have that button. I think I see it.
Did you come out? What happened on the screen? Did you come out of full screen? And now you can.
No, I didn't do it now, but I've been having these shooting.
Well, you got to turn your camera off, and you're in full screen right now, so you can't do it.
No, I'm not in full screen.
Okay, so you see other stuff around us right now?
I don't know what that means.
Because there's a camera button that I want to point you to. It's
okay. Thank you.
There we go. Scott did it for us. Thank you. Thank you. Several new food and beverage venues are now open, but your mic is still hot, baby.
Oh, shoots.
Right.
Shoots.
Hello, mic check 1 2. Okay, good. Orchid Beach Grill and Hibiscus Beach Grill serve buffet-style meals, while Lunatide Beach Bar, Stay a While Beach Sack, and Lil Tiki Bar often offer additional places to grab drinks and snacks throughout the day. Getting around the island has also become easier. A new tram service connects different areas of the destination, while the newly added Papaya Pathway provides a scenic walking route for guests who prefer to explore on foot. Work has also been completed on upgrades to portions of the island's south side, including refreshed design elements and improvements to existing food and beverage facilities. I see her and John Heald smiling here on the little tram and stuff. But yeah, so let's hope that the tender boats and those employees can find another way to survive. Because with that tender thing, a lot of people out of work, a lot of boats gonna have to go do something else now.
And I saw some comments on the one at Half Moon where people were like, "Hey, I actually enjoyed the tendering," you know, and it provided opportunity to take pictures of the ship, you know, as the tender boat was coming up along, you know, the side of it or whatever. You get a kind of some unique angles of the ship that you wouldn't get from up here. So some people were definitely disappointed about it.
All right. Well, cool beans. Let's see. It used to be a short walk to the tender boat and standing in line and stuff like that, and then, you know, trying to make your way through the tendering process. But now all you got to do is just get off the ship and do a walk. So that's good. I went to Princess Key, and you know, I hope they're working on the food selection over there on the private island, because if Harvest Cay is any indication of what Great Stirrup Cay and what's MSC's out there? MSC's private island? Ocean Cay and Bermuda. If all of those places have better food than that, I would really, really be grateful.
I've been to Princess Keys one time, and I don't care. Not necessarily the food. I mean, I think all kind of private island food is like when I'm on Coco, I go to the snack shack and get like chicken sandwiches and you know, and funnel cakes and stuff like that or whatever. I never go to the main food pavilion. But I don't like how Princess Kay's is laid out, right? And I don't know, there's just something about that island.
Get everybody excited about Ocean and Ocean Cay. Let them know what's available.
Yeah, so I mean, Ocean Cay, I think is me personally, I don't like the big build-up islands. So I like Ocean Cay in that it's, you know, got opportunity for you to just chill and relax. I mean, there's some modern amenities there. I think it's very well thought out and designed. I mean, they had the opportunity, since they were transforming it from, it used to be just like an industrial island. It's not very big, but I mean, I think they had mentioned that they used to mine aquarium sand there or something like that. So they had opportunities to kind of configure the island a little bit. They're doing the same thing with their new island that they're putting together nearby. They have opportunities to configure it. They make a lot of like little kind of coves with beach areas and stuff on it, which, you know, provides a nicer kind of water experience. I think it's almost kind of like a big saltwater pool in some respects. Although on Ocean Cay, the far side of the island, over near where the yacht club area is, Big Long Beach. It's actually my favorite beach just because of the view. They call it Bimini Beach because it faces Bimini, although you cannot see Bimini from it. But Ocean Cay is part of the Bimini chain of islands. Great Stirrup and Coco Cay are part of the Berry chain of islands. Of course, all making up the Bahama Islands. But I really like Bimini Beach area, but the ocean can be a little rough over there sometimes, especially if there was recently a storm or something like that. So, the island, I think in itself is really, for me personally, one of the best island experiences. And I think the lighthouse area of Ocean Cay, which is where the ship docks, again, a really nice beach area, plenty of sand and area to be in. Although probably the biggest complaint of Ocean Cay is that there's just not a lot of shade. And that's just because, the trees, they haven't had an opportunity, to grow a lot of trees there yet, or, for the ones that have implanted to kind of, grow out and provide some of that shade, but plenty of, umbrellas and stuff like that to be had around the island as well. But so that's just, again, my opinion. Everybody's opinion is different. That's one of the great things about cruising. There is something for everybody.
Yeah. Baby, you're still muted. Tap your mic.
I apologize. I've been having pain, and the pain medicine didn't work. It's 5:30 or 6 this morning, and it's been bad. And I'm trying to do what Jimmy says, winning PMA, but sometimes it doesn't work. And I guess today is one of those days. It's not working.
It's okay. It's no big deal.
We had a really good show, though. Thank you so much for coming in today, especially you, Cheryl, because we love you. Boom.
Oh, whatever.
Vicky's coming on next. Y'all be sure to head on over there and leave a hashtag.
No, she's at the casino. She went to the senior day.
Oh,
it's Danny. Is Vicky coming on? Because I saw her in the chat where she said that she was going to the casino, senior casino days. I saw that. She wrote that. Vicky did herself. So I don't know if she's coming live from the casino because, Thursday she has her casino talk. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't get to talk to her, but I want y'all to go over there and watch Mike from Cruising. Well, not Cruising Nuts, but Cruise
Drone and Ham and Cheese Adventures.
He has a tequila playlist up, and it's so cute and it's so funny. So y'all should go over there. No Vicky until tonight. Okay.
I think Ryan.
That's what I thought.
Ryan Parker Studios is going to come on next. That's what that means with the African cichlids.
Yeah, I'll probably start it early if there's no Vicky. After we're done with this, it'll be on.
Thank you,
after
Lord.
I get it set up.
Yep. And let's.
And we have
Danny said that Vicky or she says Tuesdays and Thursdays she's on at night.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, we gotta update that.
Yeah.
Okay, she does her gambling live tonight. That'll work. All right, cool beans, everybody. Well,
our time.
Until tomorrow morning, we will see each and every one of you around in the YouTube street somewhere. I'm pretty sure that somebody's going to be on live in a little bit. And
the fish are swimming in space. The fish are swimming in space now.
Nice.
Oh yeah, because of the background.
Yeah, once a month I'll do like a week near the end of the month where I put a poll up every day with 4 options, and whichever one wins, that'll be the background for the next month. So
good.
Fish in
and
space.
That's what he did to get this background, because he said, "Thank you for choosing the background. This is what it's going to be." He put that out. I saw that. It's not that I'm all over Ryan. It's just that he and
Get all over this sexy body.
he and Cam Fam, they know how to get my attention on my notification. They say, for you. I don't know how they do it because nobody else's notification is coming through like that. For you, Cheryl. And then it tells you something, 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 Ron Parker, something, 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 Cam Fam. And they do that. And I get everybody's notification, but those two come in different. I don't know how. I don't know how they do it. And Jeremy, before you leave, you're having a premiere or a commercial.
No,
it comes out twice a week.
I set up. Okay, this is another part of AI that I want to get everybody's attention on. You know how Manus AI is owned by Facebook and Facebook owns Instagram? Well, I found a way to auto post twice a week my upcoming live show on Sundays now at 1 p.m. I'm going to be coming on doing Connect and Grow called The Creator Cabin on my personal channel. I asked Manus AI, since you own Facebook, can you auto post on a schedule and tell me how to do it? And it said, yes, boom, here's the code or here's the post. So I scheduled the post and boom, that's done. Now I'm like, okay, now what about my YouTube community? Can you do it? So they hooked me up with a single one that fits both YouTube community and Instagram. So now y'all are going to get 2 posts from me a week that are automatically handled by the AI, which is a recurring post. It never changes, just to let you guys know that on Thursday at 11:30 a.m., you're going to get a post that says I'm coming on Sunday. On Sunday morning, you're going to get a post to remind you about the show. And I use Manus to set up all of that. So I don't have to touch the machine at all if I don't want to, because it's perpetually, always, as long as the show is running, going to do it for me. So there's a lot of automatic stuff that you can use AI for. And but you really just have to do it with text and typing. You do it with words. You don't imagine something and then ask it to do it and then ask it to fix it. That's how I was using AI to begin with. Just come up with something that I want to see on the screen, but now we got to tweak it because I don't like this, that, and the other. That is the wrong way to handle it. You write down specifically what you want and ask it to code it, give you an HTML code, and it will return that code back exactly with the parameters that you put in, only with the parameters that you put in, and it's automatically gonna loop because you ask it to do so. So it's just the little things that I'm learning along the way. I'm going to bring it to y'all. And Sunday, I am reimagining Creators Corner 2. It's not like, just a creator cabin where people can come in and be promoted. That's cool, but I'm also adding a tech portion of it as well.
And what channel is Creators Corner on?
It is found at Jeremy Boucher 77. Search YouTube, search.
Thank you. Good question.
Yes, good question. Thank you, Scott. So what she's talking about is y'all see her on the screen. The person that you don't see on the screen is me. And I'm going to start recording some things, to say, hey, come and join my show. So in the event that you see me on the screen, it's probably not AI this time if it looks just like me. So I was trying to find a way to get AI to cleanly do it with my face and my voice, but there's nothing like the real thing. So there you have it.
And what he told me today, I'm going to tell y'all a secret. He says, it's a secret. He said that he's a little nervous going on camera and not knitting or crocheting.
Every time I hit that button. Yeah. Every time I hit that button, it's like
he's a little scary.
I do that. I do it because it's a last deep breath before you press that live, man. It's like you got this empty mic. The whole world is watching. You got chats coming in. You got people waiting on your show. And it's like you didn't spend the last half hour making sure everything works correctly. But then at the last minute, it's just like, squirrel, why is that over there like that? But then, I'm serious. I got my squirrel moments, but the nervousness of going live.
He's very
on Go
nervous.
Live Together, I got other people here. I get in here by myself and I'm like, it's all on you, bruh. So it's like, now I know how y'all feel going live by yourself. There's no one here to help you. You are truly on your own, and if there's nobody in the chat with a small channel of only 63 subscribers, I'm going to have to come up with something cool. So what I came up with is I'm just going to teach. you know, and OBS is handling my my head freezing very well, even with 6 open tabs over here on my Chrome window. I showed them all. I clicked through them. I closed them. Not one single drag on memory. My face did not hold up, nor did my voice falter during the whole entire. It was only 17 minutes, okay? But I wanted to make sure that the functionality of it was still there before I just let y'all have it. So these are plans that I got. I'm also working on live looming as well for Hats on a Mission. The Centro is going over here where the printer is, because then I can put an overhead camera and a needle cam. So that's a 3 cam setup that I'm setting up, and it'll probably be done in the next 2 or 3 days. I just have to code everything and bring it to y'all. So Ryan, big shout out to you. I really struggled with that. I struggled. I haven't looked at it yet, but thank you for what you did do. Scott, yep. I leaned on Ryan to try to get the background off of this stupid thing. It provided the most amazing footer. Really, you got to see this thing. The footer is absolutely beautiful. Gemini did it for me. But then I'm like, okay, now I need to remove that stupid picture and those big old letters at the top. And I'm like, come on, what do I need to do just to keep the bottom? I said it in so many words, and this is why I'm saying what I'm saying. You could ask AI to take off the Gemini logo. It took off my logo. I asked ChatGPT, and now I'm like, no, ChatGPT, you done messed up. Okay, so don't remove mine in place of Gemini. And so I just sent it to you, Ryan. I hope it came out well, because that's really what I'm looking for. I'm looking for that footer.
Just the bottom, yeah.
Yeah, man.
I had to do it manually because I was having problems too, where it didn't want to take out what I wanted to. So basically, I just opened it in Adobe Photoshop, and then I had to select the background at the top.
Yeah.
And then I had to do a lot of minute selecting on the bottom, because it always wants to bleed over. And I think just put it over something and take a look, but it should be the transparent PNG where it's just your logo and the bottom strip across the bottom, and then you can overlay that on another picture.
Fails, I have to go to Photoshop and do it myself.
Yeah, that's what happened this morning, because I tried a little bit with ChatGPT and it started to do okay, but I was like, wait, why did you crop it in and cut half the circle out? Just leave the full-size picture and remove it from the top. And then it started just removing everything it wanted to remove. And I was like, all right, screw it. And I beat ChatGPT.
Yes.
I was like, I'm going to try. And so I put a command and then start working on it. Nope. Put a command, start working on it. Put a command, start working on it. Okay, I'm done. And it's still wrong.
Photoshop is something else that I probably have to learn too. There's limits. There's limits to what we do. There are a lot of limits to what we do. And what we do here is we try to work around every limit that is in front of us. But sometimes it's just not able to. It's just not able to. But then that's why we have a Scott. Scott is a person who has a lot of IT experience. And sometimes that person who has already found the workaround and has been working with the workaround for many years might be better than the help manual. I find that the help manual is very confusing because I'm a visual learner. We tried to send something to one of our granddaughters the other day. She said, no, I got to read it. So people learn differently, Anyway, thank you guys so much for coming in. I know we're still live. We're wasting everybody's time, but thank y'all so much for coming in today. Y'all take care of each other out there. Be sure to take care of yourselves. Hit the like button on your way out. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. And never, ever forget, from all of us over here at Go Live Together, we love you. Good morning and have a great day on purpose.
Bye.
Yes.
And remember, if you have a bad day today, remember this. Jeremy's day started off like this. I accidentally put my hand in hot, burning essential oil. For whatever you go through today, please remember Jeremy. Thank you so much. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Coffee in my cup, sun just peeking through. TV glowing in the kitchen like it always do.
Cheryl's laughing first, Jeremy's got that grin, Ryan's talking Talking ports and plans, Ricky's reeling us in.
Go live together, start the day, sailing off while we still stay. They paint that water white and blue from my small town living room view. Go live together, rise and shine, talking trips that feel like mine. From cruise dreams to travel weather, I feel the world when we go live together. They're swapping little secrets on packing light, packing smart. Which deck has the quiet spots where the late night stories start?
Scott's breaking all the tech news with that Scotty J screen star shine. I'm taking notes on napkins while my eggs get cold on the side.
Go live together, start the day, sailing off while we still stay. They paint that water white and blue from my small town living room view. Go live together, rise and shine, talking trips that feel like mine. From cruise dreams to travel weather, I feel the world when we go live together. One day I'll book that cabin bag by the door, heart on my sleeve. Oh, yeah. Till then I'll keep on cruising through that YouTube show, make believe.
Go live together, start the day,
Sailing off while we still stay. They paint that water white and blue from my small town living room view. Go live together, don't let go. You're my map and my talk show road. From cruise news to travel chatter, you bring us all on board. We go live together.